Welcome back to Jolah Talks Politics. I take live phone calls from real median Trump voters every night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. This clip is from last night. Please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. We are making communications breakthroughs with Trump voters.
So I want to hear your side of it. What's your side of the story? Why do you think he's not doing a good job?
So with Russia, Ukraine, he's blaming Ukraine for an illegal invasion from a violent dictator and just lying about Ukraine. We could get into that. In America, he's trying to silence opposition within the federal government. He's banning words, language policing. He has no economic agenda, no healthcare agenda, no policy agenda at all for the American people whatsoever, other than bullshit cultural war topics.
As far as a healthcare agenda, what would you like to see implemented?
For myself,
what do you think he could do differently for the healthcare agenda that's been implemented for the past 8 years?
Well, I don't know. He should be, he's been president before. He's been running for president for like 10 years. He should probably have a healthcare plan. He has zero healthcare plan.
All right. So he's been president before, correct? But during that time, what took place?
What took place?
COVID, correct?
Yeah, but he was president. He could talk about a healthcare plan. Even this campaign, he has zero plan for healthcare. They asked him about it, right? He said he has concepts of a plan.
Yeah, concepts of a plan, but you know how hard it is to push forward a healthcare plan for America with the current.
Yeah, if you run for president, you should probably come ready. Yeah.
No, you can come ready. Okay, so Biden could have came ready, but what did he do? He reformed Obama's plan.
They expanded Medicare to negotiate more pharmaceutical drugs. They capped insulin prices for every member of Medicare.
Where did that put us in major cities?
And what?
You saw increased overdoses. You see safe shoot-up sites. You see fentanyl running through
everything you just said is not related at all, but those stats are also not true. We saw the biggest decline in overdose deaths under Biden his final 6 months in American history.
I live in Philadelphia. I see it.
I don't care if you live somewhere. I'm telling you the actual facts and numbers. With the healthcare plans, Trump has zero healthcare plan for drug prices, for anything. Biden did at least do something.
Your main thing to make America go in the correct direction is healthcare. So what would you change in the healthcare situation?
So Biden was expanding Medicare to negotiate drug prices with more pharmaceutical companies and putting more regulations that other countries have, which is the reason Canada has cheaper prescription drugs, why every other country has cheaper prescription drugs, but Americans get screwed over. So we were adding those mechanisms under Biden. Harris wanted to expand Medicare to cover at-home costs. And I don't think they go far enough, but I just know that Trump has zero idea what's even going on. So it's completely just 180.
As far as healthcare, so what would be your next major, topic that you think he's not doing a good job on? I mean, we can even
supporting Vladimir Putin in Russia over Ukraine.
Supporting what?
Supporting Vladimir Putin in Russia over Ukraine.
Well, that's a must. You ever heard of the Red Curtain?
It's a must to support Russia over Ukraine.
Absolutely.
Why?
Because Ukraine just look. Now, if you want to go into statistics, look at how much money laundering is done through Ukraine itself.
How much?
Look it up. I'll let you do the due diligence. And
no. Tell me where the money laundering is, because everything Trump says is a lie about Ukraine. Everything he says.
It's not what Trump says. This is what the rest of the world is saying. I mean, there's Saudi Arabia. They try covering up money laundering through oil. Why do you think Putin's going to war for him?
Bring up an example of Ukraine. One example where Ukraine is hiding money or laundering money.
Well, that's either that I can't. I technically can't, but you and I both know there's shit that's behind the scenes that we'll never see, we'll never even hear about.
So you can just make shit up? It's okay to make shit up now? That's cool.
It's definitely, it's not making it up.
It is making it up. It's categorically making it up, yeah. That's what that means.
If there's multiple countries talking about it.
What countries are talking about it?
Saudi Arabia, for one.
So you trust Saudi Arabia and Russia over Europe, Canada, free countries. You trust dictatorships over free countries. You trust Russia and Saudi Arabia. Do you trust China too? North Korea maybe?
Absolutely not. But when it comes to the point where there's definitely facts of money laundering going through said country, like offshore bank accounts, I mean, you can go on and on, but we're not going to see it. We're behind that agenda. There's people that are behind the curtains just pulling strings because that's just
Okay,
how
why do you
it-
trust Russia and Saudi Arabia over the EU?
Well, look at the EU. Look at how many people fled from the EU.
Do you realize, like, Russia, if you speak badly about the government, you get thrown off a building, right?
Correct, and you do realize that if you were to act gay in public, they would kill you in public too.
In Russia.
Correct.
Yeah, and it's a violent dictatorship, one of the most violent of all, like, in human history.
So, I mean that's kind of, I mean that's a good thing though, necessarily. Like if there's a guy with schizophrenia on the sidewalk and he's claiming he's Superman, are you going to call him Superman?
It's a good thing that Russia has a dictatorship.
Not a dictatorship, but boundaries, lines.
Damn, bro, you're one of those. Holy shit. I get to talk to one of you in real life. Nice to meet you.
What do you mean one of those?
You fascist? Jesus Christ.
I'm definitely not a fascist.
Oh my god, bro. You're standing up for Saudi Arabia and Russia over our allies. Yeah, you are, bro. Chill.
There's
Okay,
no,
and you can't
no
name one
such thing
instance. You cannot name one instance to back up the shit you're saying at all about Ukraine. You're like, it happens, it happens, it happens. Trust me, bro. Do you have one solid piece
about
of anything
Ukraine.
to stand on?
I'm not talking about anything bad about Ukraine. I'm talking about the fact that if you act gay, they're going to kill you. That's what we were talking about.
But you like that.
I don't necessarily applaud it, but I don't think it's healthy to have that in a country.
Nice, bro. Nice. So you're anti-freedom. You're an authoritarian. That's all right. At least you're telling us. I like that.
I served our country. I'm definitely not anti.
I don't care if you. Okay, thank you for your service, but you're pro-authoritarian. If you serve our country and you're pro-Russia, then you're a cuck. I'm sorry,
I'm
but
definitely not a cuck, but I'm not for, like I said, I'm not for it, but I think there has to be boundaries set. Now, if you're going to go around in America and you're going to be like, oh yeah, I identify as a fucking Apache helicopter, or I identify as this, where's the line drawn? Say a full-grown man, and God forbid.
Can you answer one thing about, if you cannot talk about geopolitics, don't talk about it, but can you name one thing, one fact about Ukraine? How much money have we given Ukraine? How much money has Ukraine got from the U.S. versus the EU?
Billions.
No, but what's the difference? Did we give more than the EU? Did we give 300 million, 500 billion?
So what about that
Zelensky
new green deal that Biden signed?
Nah, this guy's stupid. I'm not talking to him, bro. Someone else call in. I'm not having incoherent conversations, bro. What about the Green New Deal? Like, yeah, you're a dumbass, bro. Go kill gay people in your free time. Have fun. That's not a real American.